Hi there, Malcolm here with my 102nd BookTube video, and today I'll be bringing you my mid-year book freakout tag. And because you wanted to do it too, we also have Sabrina.
Hi.
So it's 15 questions, we're both going to give our input to them. Quite a lot to get through, so let's get cracking.
How many books have you read this year?
60.
60. 60.
60, yeah, 60.
Exactly.
Exactly! Well, technically 61, but I've read one today, and that wasn't this first half of the year.
I'm somewhere in the mid-60s. But I've read a few more graphic novels than you. Okay, so the first question is the best book you've read so far this year.
It was one of the first books I've read of the year, and that was Relics by Tim Levin. I really enjoyed this one. It was just a really interesting take on the Fey world meeting the human world, and I really liked it.
You did, didn't you?
I liked it so much I then read the sequel.
Okay, mine is this massive beastie. It's the Dragon Republic. This is the sequel to The Poppy War, which you really need to read. This is a fantasy series set in an Eastern-inspired universe with gods involved in human lives, and this broke my heart. I'd say the characters developed more than in the first book, but it's such a good series. I highly, highly recommend this, and yeah, love this book so much. And considering how big it is, didn't take me that long to get through either.
No, you whizzed through that one. I remember you going through that one like crazy. Okay, question 2. Your best sequel that you've read so far this year?
Out of my 60-odd books.
Yes, that's one of those.
Guess what? It's King of a Cover!
Another small one, I see.
Yeah, another teeny-weeny book. This is the sequel to City of Brass, a fantasy series set in a Muslim-inspired culture where jinns, half-humans and demons all live alongside each other, and it's so good, and this destroyed me. This took 2 days to get over, so yeah. What was yours?
Yes.
Sequel.
Mine was Mammoth Long Tusk by Stephen Baxter. I normally find Stephen Baxter quite hard to get through, but his Mammoth series seemed to be much easier to read. And I absolutely loved this one. I thought it was really good telling, and I liked the characters, even though they're all mammoths and animals. There's a few sort of cavemen and stuff, but
it's the mammoths we're here for.
It's the mammoths we're here for, and the humans are like the animals to the animals, if you like. But I really, really liked it, and really surprised me.
Okay, third question. A new release, which you haven't read yet, but you want to.
I'm going to say Eden by Tim Levin. I've read quite a few Tim Levins recently, and I've enjoyed everything I've read so far, and I want to give this one a go. Looks really interesting.
It's a horror element, wasn't it?
Well, they're normally horror,
yeah.
They're horror.
But in like a utopian society, wasn't it?
I can't remember.
I think so, yeah.
No, I'm not really into horror, but...
he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah. My book is actually on order. It's the A Song of Wraiths and Ruin, coming out next week, I think. End of this week, next week. That's mid-July by the time I get this video up. Fantasy, YA story, own voices, and there's been a lot of hype around this book, and I'm really excited to read it, and the cover is to die for. Sorry, cover judge.
There's more to a book than a cover.
I know, but cover judge. Totally. Okay, so there you go. I'm thirsty.
Question 4. The most anticipated release for the second half of the year.
The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. It's the final book in the Poppy War trilogy, and I can't friggin' wait.
Okay, mine is The Expanse Book 9 by James S.A. Corey. I've heard recent rumours that it might be pushed into 2021, but if not, then I really want that book. It finishes off the series. Please.
Yeah. Question 5. What has been your biggest disappointment so far this year? Oh dear.
I've actually done pretty well this year. A lot of books really high calibre. But I'd say Aliens Criminal Enterprise by S.D. Perry was perhaps the biggest disappointment.
I remember you talking about that, yeah.
Okay, the Aliens books, I'm not expecting anything too amazing in the first place. But when you're having a whole bunch of characters you really don't care about, and you don't know who's dying, you don't care who's dying, you just get on with it. I was unimpressed by the whole thing, but it wasn't just that. I was let down because S.D. Perry can write some really good stuff, and
this wasn't it, was it?
This wasn't it. No.
Oh, well, mine one is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. People have raved about this trilogy so much. I read Strange the Dreamer by her and really liked that. Muse and Nightmares was disappointed with, so Daughter of Smoke and Bone was a bit of sort of, yeah, this could go either way, and I was bored. So bored. I won't be continuing with the series at all. I couldn't care less. Sorry fans, but no.
Not for you.
Not my cup of tea at all.
What was your biggest surprise is number 6.
Okay, my biggest surprise was Runaways. I think it was by Christopher Golden. I read it as an ebook from my local library, which my regular viewers for me will know I don't do ebooks at all. So in fact, I actually managed to read a complete ebook novel in a couple of days, and I really enjoyed it. It's set in the same universe as the Runaways Hulu series and the comic strip as well. They sort of all tie together, and it was really enjoyable. All the characters were completely identifiable, but they told quite a nice little story about these teenagers, and it was really, really good. I loved it. Yours?
Mine was a Star Wars graphic novel, River of Chaos. This was a Box Tree publication, and in my experience so far, the Box Tree publications are a little bit lacking. They're a bit dated. The stories are a bit simple. No, this was a very complex and quite deep story, and really surprised me. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and certainly one of the best Box Tree books I've ever read, River of Chaos.
Okay, question 7. Is your new favourite author so far this year? So either an author that is new, publication-wise, or an author that is new to you.
Well, this year is a bit of a struggle because I've done an awful lot of rereads this year, or I've stuck with authors I know, so there's not much in the way of new authors to me.
Oh look, another small book.
However, we were given Wanderers by Chuck Wingdig, and so this qualifies. I really enjoyed the book, for the most part. Some bits I didn't like, but really I liked his writing. I quite like him as a person, from what I've seen from him on Twitter and things, retweeting. Yeah, quite keen to see what else he's done.
Well, the Star Wars trilogy. I know it's Disney Star Wars, but he's done a Star Wars trilogy.
I won't touch it.
And apparently they're quite good books.
It's Disney.
They're in the library.
No.
Fine. What was mine? Alicia Dow. This is The Sound of Stars. It's her debut publication. Really clever little sci-fi story here about the differences between humans and our alien overlords and how the two can come together. Really enjoyed this. Love the pop culture references. A lot of Daisy Jones and the Six reference vibes here. But yeah, really good. Story of books and music.
Yeah, so question 8, what is your newest fictional crush?
I love Jane. She's awesome. So awesome. This is Deathless Divide, sequel to Dread Nation. And Jane is a black woman who signs up to become a zombie killer. Because it's either that or being a slave, basically, in Civil War America. And in this, she kicks some serious ass. And I love her to pieces. She's flawed, she's angry, she's passionate, and she's just so relatable. And I'd love to go down to the pub and have a drink with her. I really would. Your fictional crush?
Mine is from Relics by Tim Libben, and it was Lilu. Yeah, she's a fae character. I can't remember if she's an elf or fairy. Like I said, I read this right at the beginning of the year. But I kind of reminded of Cara Delevingne's character from Carnival Row.
That kind of sass.
There we go.
Yeah, cool. Number 9, your new favourite character.
I'm sticking with Relics.
You liked that book, didn't you?
I really like the characters in it, and Fat Freddie Malloy was the standout character from that book. He was a gangster, and you kind of expect him to be the bad guy, sort of the Walter Fisk, if you like, or McCone from Gotham. When it starts going down, he really steps up to the mark, and it's like, actually, no, this is a really good character. You know, he's a baddie, but yeah, I quite liked him.
Mine's this lass, Ahsoka. Love her. Love her in Clone Wars. Looking forward to seeing her in Rebels. This Fantasy 2 series, it was really nice to see a Star Wars character that I really, really like, who's female and is damn right friggin' awesome with a lightsaber.
Question 10, the book that's made you cry.
Take your pick.
Narrow it down to 1, please.
Okay, 1. Well, I've gone for Plan for the Worst by Jodie Taylor. This is book, where are we now? 11 in the St. Mary's Chronicles. Again, regular people know I absolutely adore this series, but every book breaks my heart. And I could have picked pretty much any one of these that I've read back in March now, I think. They destroy me. In a good way, but yeah, they really destroy me.
For mine, it's Long Tusk by Stephen Baxter again. I knew where this was going to end up. This was a prequel, so it's quite clear the characters weren't going to survive to the next book. But, you know, when it happens, it's quite a momentous scene. It's, full of the feels.
No. Okay, number 11. Conversely, a book that made you happy.
That's Firefly, A Big Damn Hero by James Lovegrove. Yeah, it's basically another Firefly episode. So, of course, that's going to make me happy.
Yay!
Well executed, brilliant characters.
Of course.
Yeah, it had its ups and downs in terms of the feels. But made me happy because I was reading more Firefly.
Shiny.
Very shiny.
Yep. Okay, my book is Dragon Pearl. This is by Yoon-Ha Lee. I picked this up, February now, and got around to reading it just after lockdown, actually. This is a feel-good sci-fi book with Korean mythology, which I've discovered I quite like. It's just makes you feel really good. You know, the good guys get the comeuppance, the bad guys get sorted out, and everything ends really nice. Yeah, love it.
So, question 12 is the best book to film adaptation. Now, I believe we have a crossover with this one. Due to lockdown and all the rest of it, we haven't been to the cinema all that much, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I can't think why.
No, but one of the films we went to see was
Little Women. And I've misplaced my copy of the book, which is really annoying.
Don't worry, I'll put the film poster
You'll
up.
have to. I don't know where it's gone. But yeah, the classic story of the 4 March sisters as they grow up. The film does Little Women and Good Wives, whereas I have just read Little Women, which is the first part of the story. No spoilers from me. But yeah, I thought it was really well executed, played around with the concept of storytelling, which seems to be the way at the moment. And I thought it updated some features that need updating really nicely.
I didn't hate it. I thought some of the character portrayals were brilliant. Yeah, I hated Jo. Thought she was terrible. But she wanted to see it, so we went to see it.
Yeah, it's the only reason he got to see it. Question 13 is the most beautiful book you have purchased or been given so far this year. Ooh.
And that would be my Minecraft Maps. There's actually a subtitle here. An Explorer's Guide to Minecraft.
That's a bit nice.
It's a gorgeous Minecraft reference book, including some of the more recent updates. Not the really recent update from like a couple of weeks ago, but it's got a lot of good stuff in it. Very gorgeous, very quick, easy read. But yeah, it's just very nice, pretty to look at.
Yeah, we like pretty books.
I got it for half price as well. So
yeah, bargain as well. Totally. Mine is The Witches of Ash and Ruin by E. Latimer. I really like the striking contrast of the red and black in this. It's really simple, but the cover's actually tactile. Tactile is the word I want there. The crow is actually smooth, while the book itself is all bumpy and matte. It's all rough. So yeah, this is also a really good book about witches in Ireland. So yeah, there we go.
What is the best review or video that you have done so far?
Okay, on my blog, I'm going to go with the review for Girl Serpent Thorn, because I received an ARC for that. Did a review for it for the YA Fantasy Addicts blog, and then did my own review on my blog for it. And on my YouTube channel, I'm going to say the Good Omens book tag that we did together, because that was so much fun.
That was enjoyable.
But you?
For me, I'm going to take it literally, and it's the April wrap-up May TBR video that I did. It's my second most watched video of the year. That's the most watched video that I've made this year. And it's got 85 views so far. And considering I only did that back in the beginning of May,
That's really good.
that's quite impressive.
Yeah. Okay, question 15, which is the final question of the tag. Books you have to read by the end of the year.
Well, I've got some Matthew Riley on my shelf that I've not read yet, which is criminal.
That is terrible.
I know.
How are they still sat there?
So there's a Hover Car Racer by Matthew Riley.
You've had that months.
I've had this every year.
God, Bennett.
So that's going to be a beach read for sure. The Four Legendary Kingdoms, which is the 4th Jack West Jr. book, Archaeology with Guns.
All archaeologists have guns.
All archaeologists have guns. Really like that series. So I need to read that one. And I know the 3 What's It and Doodahs is out as well. So I might try and pick up that. And while getting these off the shelf,
look what else you found.
I also found Humans Bow Down by James Patterson, which you gave me, I think, Christmas?
Probably. That was Works, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I picked up a couple of books for work and I needed 3 for a £5.
That's the only reason you got it.
It might be.
Anyway, I'm not about James Patterson. I like the premise of this one, so I thought that's another beach read.
Cool. No, I think you'll like James Patterson. He's quite good.
No,
Very versatile author. Yeah, again, people who've seen my channel for a few years now will recognise these books. A Court of Wings and Ruin and A Court of Frost and Starlight, both by Sarah J. Maas. I haven't read them yet. I know I'm really bad. But now she's announced the title for the next book in the second trilogy set in this universe. I feel I really, really need to read these books. So these might be beach reads as well. I'm also going to do a video on this, so keep your eye out for that.
Oh, that was it.
That was the end of the tag.
So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. That was quite interesting putting that together. Got a few pictures to insert.
You have. Have you done the mid-year book freak out tag yet? If so, leave your links down below.
Yeah, we can sort of check those out. Now feel free to comment on any of the books we've shown you. But as usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you, and until next time, see you later.